Hey everybody, welcome back. I found the Stranger Things Season 4 cards. Just came out. I've been looking for them, I saw it. Can't find them anywhere here. So I had to order them online because I wanted to do this before Halloween. Because just like these cards have come late because Season 4 came out a long time ago, I finished Season 4 probably a couple months ago. And the best thing I've ever seen, the fourth season. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, recap the first three seasons and watch the fourth season. Phenomenal. Awesome character development. One of my favorites. Watched a bunch of scary movies. I was in that kind of scary movie watching. Finished all the scary movies, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, everything you can think of. And then I'm like, you know what? I watched all the, first three Stranger Things, and they're all right. The first season was awesome because you never knew anything what was going on. So it was really cool. Then as it went on, the longer it took for seasons to come out and whatever on Netflix, and they were all right. Nothing memorable, and that's why I never really got back into the fourth season until I watched it. And when I watched it, it just blew my mind. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It is awesome because it ties everything together. It makes all those three seasons that are just, whoa, whatever. You know what I mean? You have your summer. You have Billy. You have your Mind Flayer. You have Sean Austin. All that. You have Will in the underworld. You got the Russians. You got all that. You know what I mean? It's kind of so disjointed. And then the fourth season comes along and puts everything together, balances so well, and especially with character development, and just hits you in the face. And I watched every episode, and I watched one a week. I I held myself to one episode a week. There was maybe 1 week. I maybe went 2 weeks before I watched an episode. That way I could let every episode sink in, and every episode left me with I literally jumped up and was screaming at the TV because it was a great season. And now I have to wait, I don't know, 2 years, how long? And the kids are going to be in nursing homes by the time the fifth season comes out. But that's going to be awesome. So I'm not going to spoil anything. So if you haven't seen the fourth season, it's awesome. You're going to see, you know what I mean? You'll see what everything is. I won't try to spoil the season. We'll just look at the cards. This is going to be awesome. I'm sorry for the rambling, but I just had to explain. I had to get, when I saw they finally put these out, I was like, that's awesome timing with Halloween. Me finishing that a few months ago. And so they finally came out with you know, so this is from, looks like Zero Cool, Netflix, find exclusive parallels. But yeah, everything. The Hellfire Club, just everything. Eddie was awesome. Steve is awesome. Jason, what a jerk. He's like all the memorable people you were just like, he's got to die. You know what I mean? That's a good show when you're like, this person is such a villain. They're going to cause so much harm that you're just like, you're waiting. You know what I mean? You're like, this person needs to die because they're going to kill so many people because they're so stupid. And they're going to rile up this town. You know what I mean? I get it, it's a TV show, but you got the worst police force in the world. If this is a true police force, that you let a stupid high school kid rile up a whole town to go kill some kids over Dungeons and Dragons. And let me tell you, folks, this truly happened. I mean, this story didn't happen, of course, but in the 80s, Dungeons and Dragons, there was a whole thing about people who play Dungeons and Dragons were communing with the devil and all this, whatever. You know what I mean? Which is not true. People who play Dungeons and Dragons do not, commune with the devil. They're playing a game. It may have the devil in it. It may have everything in it. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with Satan worshiping. So that's what was in the mind of the 80s. So it was kind of cool that they kind of tied that in with the 80s, because that really happened in the 80s. People were flipping out. Oh no, people are playing a game. They're communing with the devil. No. Just geez, yeah. All right, enough talking. Open it up. We're checking it out. I haven't seen anyone open these. I'm sure someone has. So hopefully you're gonna, if you want, fast forward to the part where I open it up. That's fine. These are gonna be sweet. These look like kind of retro cards. They had a couple, you could see some of the cards. Your time is at an end. I mean, come on. That's awesome. I mean, if you've seen season 4, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything, but we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to tell you anything about what's, that's the last. So put that there. Or that, just awesome. Put that back there. Put that back there. I mean, really. Would you agree with me? I'm not trying to be too far-fetched here, but you know what I mean? You have your one season. The first season was awesome because it was something new, right? Something you hadn't seen before. And then you have your season of the summer, everything. You have Steve working at the ice cream parlor, and you have all these other things. And then you have the one with 11 going with the other people. And it's just like, okay. It was good. Each season was good, but they weren't. But like I said, 4th season came along. It tied all those seasons together. It turned this sort of, we're all here or there, doesn't really make any sense, to, it finally makes sense. And they did it in a really good way. So like I said, I can't talk enough about it. It's awesome. Highly recommend it. Best thing I'd watched this year. Just check it out. We got Erica. All right. I'll tell you, there was a part, if you've seen it, where I got up and I said, "No, you don't, Jason. I know what your dumbass is going to do. Sorry about that." But I knew what he was going to do. I was so upset. And I knew it was coming. And luckily, it didn't go that way. But there we go. There we got Joyce. You know what I mean? Did you feel, if you watched season 4 with what was going on, and then you also have what's going on in Russia, not to give things away, but that just kind of, that jumping back and forth, it did work. It worked, to kind of jump between the different stories and different people, and then to all come together at the end. So that worked. That really did work. But it did kind of, at some point, and it did help to break up when you were getting those intense things with Vecna and things going on with the underworld and all that, to all of a sudden break into Russia and all that. But that's all I'm going to say, because you got to go watch it if you haven't watched it. We got Susie, of course, very important for just that one episode. That must be a variant. Oh, there we go. We got Vecna. Look at that. That is cool. The Vecna curse. Like I tell you, that's an awesome. That was just such a good arc. Then we got Maxine. All right, awesome. It's hard not to talk about this and then give a whole lot about, the 4th season. Man, I could just go on. I could go on. I could just make a video just talking about the 4th season. I should have made a video of me reacting to every episode. I literally, probably 11, 12 o'clock at night, screaming, No, no, you didn't. No, Jason's gonna do something stupid. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it was intense every week. I'm telling you, it was heart pounding every week, and that's what makes an awesome show. And it was an awesome show, and it made me appreciate. Like I said, it really made me appreciate the rest of the seasons. Because I'm like, it all makes sense now. There we go. You will break. Vecna, of course. Then we have Chrissy. I'm not going to give you, anything away about these people. But every one of these cards, if you see season 4, you'll know. These are all vital people. Maybe just for an episode. But they all play their parts, and they play it very well. I think it's my year, Henderson. I think it's finally my year. There we go. Eddie Munson. Awesome. If you haven't seen it, at least go watch him jamming out to Metallica on top of the RV. Here we have the gang. There we go. There we go. Man, it's hard to, it's hard. All that's so messed up. It's so awesome. So vital to that show. Everything you thought you knew. That's what makes a good show, too. Everything you thought you know, and then it gets turned on around, and you're like, oh my gosh. Or the little things, the little voices in the back of your head saying, I don't know about this person, but then they lead you another way, and then all of a sudden you find out, and you're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. There we go. Another Max. There we go. Like I said, there's Jason riling up at the town. The police don't do anything. You have a kid riling up saying, hey, let's go out and start killing some kids. I mean, seriously. And I know it's a TV show, but I was yelling at the thing. I'm like, come on. You don't let a teenage kid rile up a bunch of, people with guns to run around and start shooting kids because they have absolutely no idea what's going on. And the police force is just sitting there going, oh, should we do something about this? But then again, I think that's why it's kind of showing why they need Hooper in that town, because their police force can't do anything. I'll tell you that. There we go. We got Argyle. There we go. Kind of a fun character. You know what I mean? He was kind of the light heart of that season. He kind of, was the only person who was just kind of, upbeat about life, because he didn't know what was coming. Ooh, there it is, right there. Guitar God, Eddie Munson. There we go. Will we see Eddie season 5? That's what I'm saying. Will we? We're going to find out. Secret. You know what I mean? If you've seen it, you know what I mean? What do you think about the helper there? You know what I mean? Interesting. Then I found it. Steve. Steve, he might be one of my favorite characters. He went from a jerk. He went from a Jason to someone who stood up, even though, like I said, as a character, to becoming, basically the kid's babysitter and basically the protector while the parents had no idea what was going on during all this craziness that, if anything actually happened like that in real life, he'd be going a little nuts too. All right. There we have part of the gang. There we go. Mike and Will, of course. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Hail Lord Vecna. It's a good looking card. Look at that card right there. You know, at least if anything, these are kind of cool, retro looking. It's a cool card there. All right. And of course, we got Murray. And of course, we got sad face Will. But, you know, feel bad for Will. He's seen some stuff, guys. He's got PTSD if anyone's got PTSD. You know what I mean? Man. All right. There we go. We got Eddie Munson again. All right. You know, let me just stop for a moment. Who kind of, you know, who kind of had a little tear when Dustin was talking with Eddie's uncle, telling him how Eddie is a hero and not a villain that everyone thinks he is. You know what I mean? That was a touching moment, I thought. A really cool moment. You know what I mean? Like a real heartfelt moment where someone could actually, you know, be relieved of pain to realize that everything that they thought was correct. You know, but so yeah, it was a good touching moment. You know, we got to Max. All right. What is that now? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Oh yes, that was the note that Hopper sent to Joyce from Russia. What have you done? Exactly. Papa. You know, there we go. Matthew Modine. It was nice to see, like I said, Matthew Modine and Paul Reiser, all the people from the 80s. You know what I mean? Just like Sean Austin, Winona Ryder, then pretty much none of the other people. You know, but it was good to see you got bring these people from the 80s stars to now come to play in a TV show about the 80s. So yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, Papa. You know what I mean? What's your opinion of him? You know what I mean? Did he do evil for good? Or did he just do evil because he was evil? Maybe a little bit of both. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a mind screw, if you will. That whole arc line with 11 and him in the fourth season, not knowing, you know, what was going on, and that kind of flipping future and in the past. Sometimes I had no idea. I was like, what? Oh, this is crazy. And then I realized, oh, this was in the past, or this is happening now. So they really did a good job of kind of flipping in between, and did it really seamlessly that sometimes you couldn't tell if this was like current time or this was in the past. And then, you know, then it just pop you with something right away, like, oh my God, what? No way. Like I said, every episode I was screaming at the end, no! Or no, this person's going to die. Like, you just kind of knew something was setting up. You know what I mean? Sometimes it did work that way, sometimes it didn't. All right. Next one. You know, I don't think they do autographs, but that'd be cool to get an autograph. I doubt they do. We got a Lucas. We got his sister. Now we got Lucas. Of course. We got Hopper. Of course, we have the bald eagle, Murray, the karate expert he is. There we go. Always the Ga babysitter. I don't know if you've seen it out there, but I think I'm going to get it. I got to get it. It's a t-shirt with Steve holding the baseball bat. And it just says, the babysitter. And I'm like, yep, I got to get that shirt. But I mean, yeah. Steve started out like just a pompous guy. And then, look at, he stepped up. He stepped up more than most people in that whole town to look after these kids because no one else did because they had no idea what was going on. And he's looking after these kids. Did anyone thank Steve? I don't think he did. All right. There, of course, we have the Army, which I believe in season 5 is going to play a big role with messing up this town and maybe the whole world, but we'll find out. There we go. Day 185. All right. So we were down to the last pack. This might be a long video. I'll try to make the next box a little faster. Oh, I love this show. I could just ramble on. Hopefully this won't be an hour-long video. There we go. We got Wayne. I believe that's Eddie's uncle. Like I said, what a touching moment. Dustin telling Wayne that his son was a hero. All right. We have Victor Creed. There we have in the underworld. What do we got here? Oh, we got a Nancy and Robin. The murder of Victor Creed. It's supposed to be like Nancy Drew or something like that. There we go. It's kind of a neat card. And of course we have Enzo, the Russian. He might play a pivotal role. He might not. You'll decide if you watch it. There we go. We have the general. He might play a pivotal role if he decides to play fair, which I don't think they were. If you see how the military came in the end of the 4th season, I don't think it's going to end well in the 5th season. Just saying. All right. That was awesome. That was just box 1. Kind of get these. I'll try to go through the other one a little faster here. You know what I mean? All right. Those are cool. All right. Here we go. So we'll be looking for those exclusive parallels. I'm not sure which ones those are. I'm guessing this yellow is probably the parallels. And then you got the kind of cool art cards, which I like. So there's like tops. And then I'm guessing Zero is maybe a company that makes, I don't know, not sure. If you know out there, let me know. But yeah, these are kind of cool. They're not really your tops type cards, but I guess they are. Maybe that's maybe Zero Cool is I don't know, the artist of the cards. Maybe I don't know. All right, next pack. Let's try to make it a little quicker. Oh, jeez. Is it real hard to open? Here we go. Oh, we got another. Hopefully this is not just going to be the same. There we go. There was Jason. Hate that kid. Glad he died. That's all I'm saying. He could have died a worse death. But there you go. Just need a hacker. There we go. Kids trying to find their way back. We have Max Okay, separate that. There we go. See you on the other side. That may or may not be a bedsheet hanging from the ceiling. Why is the bedsheet hanging from the ceiling? Who are they looking at? I don't know. Might be vital, might not be. Alright, then we got Sad Will again. Wouldn't you be? And, of course, we've got Eddie Munson. Alright, these might be, I don't know, we'll see. These might be a lot of the same cards. Have we got a Dustin yet? Have we got an 11 yet? Have we got a Paul Reiser yet? No, I don't think we have. Alright. Oh boy, this might be a lot of the same cards. Your time is at an end, Vecna. You know, does he play a vital role in this? Who knows? Where did he come from? How was he created? Who knows? You might have to watch season 4. There we go. Flambe. Yep, it might be just a bunch of the same, some different art cards, but the same cards. We're starting to get some duplicates here. Man, these are, there we go. All right. There we go, getting some duplicates. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'll take that all day. 7 miles. Look at that. That's sweet. Steve riding the bike with the gang. What is that? It's cool. Let's take a look. Nancy, Robin, Steve, Eddie realize they have to go to the scene of Vecna's last murder to find a gate back to Hawkins. I'm not going to read the rest. Might ruin things for you. But there you go. That is sweet. It's like a... There we go. That box. Best box right there. Second box. Right there. Just beat the first box. Just by that cell. That's sweet. Alright, we'll go through these because it's looking like we're getting the same. Oh boy, it's a lot of the same. Oh, we can't say that. There's 11. What happened at the roller skate rink? Did anything happen? Did anything ever happen with that? No. But there you go. Roller skating in the 80s. There's the general again. There's the non-variant. 11. All right. Who haven't we got? Who haven't we got? Anyone else's parents? We've got Hooper. We've got Joyce. We've got Wayne. We got Victor. We haven't got Paul Reiser. Stranger Things coming soon. Lift your spirits. I won't let you read too much. Don't want to spoil nothing. We got Enzo again. And the General again. Or Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel. Pardon me. Alright. Here we go. 1 Matthew Modine. None of the other kids. I mean, 1 Chrissy. Arlene Lucas. 1 Erica. We have vecna, parallel. Ooh, we got a Max Mayfield. That's... Could I throw something out that you're not going to have any idea unless you've seen season 4? Here it is, Grandfather Clock. Does that mean anything to you? Nope. Go watch season 4. That's a cool card right there. Vecna. Last pack. 30-minute video. My gosh. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. There we go. There we go. There we got Steve. Really wanted to get the Steve Funko back in, a few years ago with the baseball bat. Steve. Still might be my favorite character, but there we got Steve. That's an awesome card right there. There we got Will. That's what holds the party together. Heart. He's talking about Dungeons and Dragons, but also keeping everyone together. You know what I mean? He's the sad friend who's going to basically probably end up sacrificing himself so his friends can all live a wonderful life. Because he's seen too much. And he's like, yep, I've seen too much. I'm only, 16, but I've seen too much. There we go. There we got Steve again, looking at, oh boy, what's going on over there? What's going on with Will? Oh, we gotta put Will over here, sorry. All right, last card. There we go. We have Dota before her haircut. All right, that was the Stranger Things Season 4 cards. If you haven't seen Season 4, go and watch it. Netflix, hit me up. I just typed your stuff for half an hour. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not paid by Netflix. I'm just saying. This was awesome. I want to do it. I'm awesome these came out before Halloween, so I can put this out before Halloween. But I had a good time. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully I convinced you to go watch Season 4 of Stranger Things on Netflix. So like I said, I'm not getting paid by Netflix. I'm just saying, finally, you did something awesome with Season 4. Season 1, 2, and 3, okay. Season 4, awesome. Tied it together. Found everything. Made all the sense in the world. And you're like, now I get everything. It makes sense. You wrapped it up in a neat bow. But now, the one thing I have to do, and we all have to do now, is wait a year. It's probably going to be 2 years before we can see what's going to happen. And it's going to be awesome. The 5th season is going to be something awesome. It's going to be like Lost. It's going to be like all those shows. You're just like, wow. You know what I mean? This is awesome. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go back, watch my older videos. Hopefully, I convince you to watch Season 4, or maybe go see if you can find some of these and open them up, because they're kind of cool. That's my favorite card right there. We got Steve. That is awesome. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you for my next video.